right, mini minute, right? Oh, good God. Can my PC stuttering issue be used by static shocks, or would static shocks just completely destroy parts? All right, so I remember this issue here. Let me recall it off the picture. So essentially he's having an issue with static electricity, or at least that he thinks it to be static electricity on his computer, because he's getting micro stutters in game. So like he sees micro stutters all over, like in his video, and he sees basically just a stuttering issue, and he was thinking that was caused by static electricity. However, in this case, he's already replaced the RAM, the SSD, and the CPU. Okay, so RAM, SSD, and CPU have been replaced. And all that's left is the GPU, PSU, case, monitor, and of course, motherboard. So he was trying to figure out exactly what was causing this issue, and we've gone back and forth on this a couple times, but it looks like we're still talking. So I had said earlier, okay, so you are saying that with no internet connectivity, you still had the issue. So all the games that he tries that he's having this problem in, every one of them was online except for like one. Ever done any gaming on Linux? Recommend any distros? I have gamed on Linux, but I don't game on Linux too much. I just troubleshoot Linux issues as well. Every now and then I've gotten issues that I've troubleshot on Linux, but I don't really game on it too much. I want to though. It's been so long. And okay, and I don't count the Steam Deck as playing on Linux, even though it's Linux based. So if you want to say Steam Deck, then yeah, oh yeah, sure, bro. And then somebody turns around and asks a Linux question and I don't even know how to answer it. Like I don't want that to happen. But yeah, I do try to play play a little bit on Linux, but you know, it's kind of hard whenever you're like, I stream every day, so it's a little difficult for me to actually start playing games these days. I'm trying to figure out how to get my time right, but we'll get there. And yeah, so I was talking about basically all of his games except for like two, which is Arkham Origins and Rust. So he has two games that he doesn't go online with, but all the other games he does. And I was saying, you know, hey, so it appears that you may have a network connectivity issue, and it's masking itself as a graphics issue. So I was like, okay, well, let's go ahead and try to go down, connect wire to the actual router and see exactly what happens. So then he was like, yeah, he tried that, and he was thinking that it could be Wi-Fi, but he also mentioned that Arkham Origins and Neon White, he doesn't have those problems with those games, even when he was offline. So he only has the problem in game, regardless if he's wired or wireless. So then I said, okay, well, you could. So then he asked me about how would he actually hook up wired if his router is downstairs but his PC is upstairs, to which I replied, you would just use a power over Ethernet adapter to answer that particular question. But when we go back to the issue, it sounds like we may be looking at a GPU issue. So try this, uninstall the GPU drivers with DDU, which is display driver uninstaller. Then upon the computer booting back up, Windows will install the default driver, then test Arkham Origins to see if the stuttering goes away. Your frame rate will suffer, but that's not the point of the test. Set your settings to low to see if the issue is gone. And he said, I suppose I'm doing something wrong with DDU's thing, since I can't even get past the menu screen in Arkham Origins even at the lowest. I guess it makes sense if I have my basic driver, but it just crashes. I tried out Neon White with the lowest settings, but it only runs at 2 FPS, so I can't really play it at all. How should I actually do this? So did Windows install a default driver? It sounds like you may be using the Microsoft default adapter. Reboot your PC and check to see if Windows installed the driver by going to, sorry, hold on. The fan is blowing dust and I have allergies. By going to start device manager, display adapter, and make sure it does not say Microsoft display adapter. I can show y'all as soon as I write that. All right. So what I'm saying is this. What version was he on? Was he on 11? I feel like he was on 11. Oh, he never mentioned it. Okay, we'll just do it on 11, whatever, I'm easy. So basically, if you go to device manager here, so just type it in, and then this is right here is the device manager, and what we want him to do is go into his display adapters, and basically what he's looking for is he doesn't want to see like a Microsoft display adapter. So basically your graphics card, whenever you reboot, your graphics card will come up and it will show you know, the actual graphics driver once Windows installs the default driver. It's not going to be as up to date as the most recent driver, nor will it have GeForce Experience. However, it will be the Microsoft default display adapter, and it would actually show the name of the graphics card once it's done. But if it shows Microsoft display adapter, then it hasn't installed anything. It's just a default driver. And I think that's what may be happening with him. That's why he's at 2 frames per second, because it at least should give you like 60. It may not be fully optimized, but it should at least give you a decent frame rate. So the fact that he's not makes me think that it's set to the Microsoft display adapter, as this one is here, instead of the actual graphics card itself. So that's what I was referring to on this one. So let's go back here, and yeah, we'll just leave it at that. I think other people are also helping. He has 14 comments, so I don't know. I don't think all of it is us. So let's see what he might say. One thing you should do is familiarize yourself with Windows Event Viewer. Yeah, he went with Event Viewer on this, but it may not be giving him a critical error. He never mentioned that he was crashing. That's the only reason why I didn't bring it up. Let's see what anybody else. Oh, no. Okay, so everything else is just us talking. Okay. So that's fair. He's gone back and forth with him too. But yeah, I don't think static would cause this problem because this issue is too consistent. Static is very inconsistent. So for this issue to be happening like this, I really don't think static is causing the problem, even though that's his header. I don't think that's his problem at all. But I want to give him an idea, because him showing 2 frames per second is unlikely. More than likely, he has the Microsoft display adapter and doesn't have the actual default Windows adapter. So we kind of have to force Windows to do it. Or he can write, I should have said that. If it's not installing the default adapter, then right click on Microsoft display adapter and hit update driver. It still won't give you the most up-to-date one, but that's what we're trying to do. Basically, there are certain settings in GeForce Experience that can cause a problem. So I want to go ahead and have him do it that way instead. Okay, alrighty. Are we done here? I think we're done here for right now. All right, minute, keep us posted.